Welcome to this YouTube channel Learn Quick. I am Sharif here for a video lecture on isometric projection with the help of a cube. In this video, we are going to learn the procedure to draw a cube in isometric projection. This procedure will stand basics for upcoming problems in isometric projection where different solids has to be enclosed in proper fit inside the box. Later, we will also learn the various angles associated with the isometric axis, and we will also learn the difference between the isometric view and isometric projection and the ratio between the isometric length and true length. I request the learners to watch the video completely to understand clearly, and if you have not subscribed this channel, subscribe it now to receive the notifications and updates. So the given question in the problem is, draw the isometric view of a cube with side length of 40 mm. So in this drawing, I have drawn the front view and top view of a cube already here. So to understand how the front view and top view is drawn, you have to watch the previous video lecture, Projection of Solids, Basics, Solid number 5, Question number 21. The link to watch the video is given in the description. So first, draw a horizontal line and mark a point where you have to measure 30° in both sides and draw a line for 40 mm. So we are drawing the base of the cube. So draw a line for 40 mm, keeping the angle 30° each side. So now in all the three ends, draw a line for 40 mm vertical to the horizontal line. So it is recommended to use engineering drafter to make isometric projections. Now I join these two ends. So again making 40 mm. So now here I mark 60°. I mark 60° to draw 40 mm again. And join the ends. So now the isometric projection of the cube is completed. So here I quickly remind you that the three sides of the cube are visible. Okay, so in my orthographic projection, only two sides are visible, whereas this is my front view and this is my top view. Okay, so in isometric projection, so my objective is to show three side view. Okay, so that the solid looks like a three-dimensional view. Okay, so that more data has been revealed. So here few points to be noted is, so this side, so this isometric axis is parallel to this line. Okay, so similarly this line is parallel to this. Okay, so while constructing this, it is very easy if you use your engineering drafter. So same way, this vertical axis is parallel to the other line and this is parallel to this line. Okay, so all this in this construction of this box, okay, so most of the lines stays parallel. We will look more into this, how this setup came. Okay, so before we move, so we will see the concept, we will see the story behind this projection. So to understand better, so I will introduce the isometric projection with the projection of solid of a cube. Okay, so here I have it's solid. Okay, so this is of solid type 5 and question number 22 in my previous video lecture. Okay, so the objective of this drawing is to reveal more sides, that is 3 sides of the cube. Okay, so in first step I have drawn the square keeping equally inclined. Okay, so keeping equally inclined, and I have drawn the front view in step 2. Okay, so in step 3, okay, I have made the diagonal connecting the corners, opposite corners, diagonally opposite corners horizontal. Okay, so by making this line horizontal, and I have kept the corner F resting in ground. Okay, so why? Because is in my previous drawing, see, the corner F is resting, right? The corner F is resting, and B and H are the diagonal, okay, connecting. So here also I kept B and H diagonally connected, and the corner F is going to be rested, so I kept the corner F in the left. So now this diagonal B and H made horizontal and F is resting. Okay, so from step 2 I have moved to step 3. Okay, so now step 4 is constructed. You all know how to do this. So project all the corners from here, and you will get the step 4. In case if you have a doubt how to make this projection of solid, so I said already that you can refer my previous videos on projection of solids. The playlist link is given in the top right corner as well as in the description. So now from step 4 to step 5, I am going to rotate this 90 degree. Okay, so I am going to rotate this 90 degree. So I come up with this step 5, and in the final step, that is a step 6. So I project all the points from step 3 and all the points from step 5. I got the step 6. So now if you compare, so this view, you can able to see 3 sides are visible. Okay, so what are the sides? The side AEFB and BFGC and BCDA. So these are 3 sides of this solid which is visible. Okay, so now I have another doubt. Okay, how the angles are derived? Okay, what is the relation between the angles? So in reality, the angle between this isometric axis BF and BC is 90 degree. Okay, so similarly AB and BF is 90 degree, as well as AB and AC is 90 degree. Okay, but so when I go for isometric projection, when I try to construct the cube in isometric projection, so I have to take an angle of 120 degree. Okay, 120 degree. If I measure now, so this will be 120 degree. So whereas I have given equal amount of weightage for all the 3 sides. Okay, so whereas all the 3 sides are equally visible. Okay, so why the angle is also distributed. So we will look more into this angle between the isometric axis. So here, so I have taken the AB, BF and BC isometric axis separately. So now you can see each line has an angle of 120 degree in isometric projection. Okay, so now if I draw a horizontal line, passing through B, then the angle between the horizontal line and the isometric axis BF is 90 degree, whereas the remaining angle is 30 degree. Okay, so similarly here, so this stands 90 degree and this 30 degree. So why when I started to construct the isometric projection, I marked a point and then I have taken an angle of 30 degree and then I have drawn FG. So similarly, I have drawn FE at an angle of 30 degree. Then all this vertical axis, isometric axis stood vertical, and then I have completed the drawing. So now it is clear for me how 120 degree came and how this 30 degree came. Now let's understand the difference between isometric view and isometric projection. So before we discuss about this, we should know the ratio between the isometric length and true length. So that is 0.82. So now we will learn the difference between isometric view and isometric projection. So before we discuss on this, we should find the ratio between isometric length and true length. So if you look into the isometric projection of this cube, so you can find the square ABCD looks as a rhombus. So but actually it is a square. So now for understanding purpose, I am going to draw a square here. So you can notice the diagonal AC is of a true length. Okay, the length of AC from the square has not changed. So I join A and C. So keeping this as a center for the square, so I measure this diagonal to be approximately 7. So I take 3.5 and 3.5 either side. So and I am going to draw the square. So I'm going to draw this square, and I'm going to name this square as I and J. So and again I'm going to join the diagonal line which is same of AC. So now AICJ is a perfect square in this paper, whereas the same square is visible as ABCD as a rhombus. Okay, so now if you find the difference between the length AJ and AD, you will find the ratio of isometric length and true length. Or if you find the ratio of CJ and CD, you will find the ratio of the isometric length and true length. So just to cross check, I measure AJ and I got 49 mm. The length of AJ is 49 mm, whereas the length of AD is 40. So if I divide these two values, approximately I get 0.8163. So approximately I take the ratio as 0.82. So this stands universal for all the isometric length. So wherever the question has been asked to draw the isometric view, then we will be taking the actual value which is given in the question. So if 40 mm is given, the same 40 mm we will be using. In case in the question if it is asked to draw as an isometric projection, then we have to convert all the values in the isometric scale. So if 40 mm is given in the question, then we have to multiply it with 0.82. So obviously the value will, the length of the line will get reduced. So in case if you see here, the BC, FG and FE, which is in the isometric projection, okay, so the view will give you a diminished length. Okay, so why whenever it is asked to draw in isometric projection, we have to multiply with the isometric scale of 0.82. So if we investigate further, if we measure the angle between the diagonal AC and the true length AD, so here you will get 30 degree. So that is what we learnt here. Okay, so this angle is here is 30 degree. So with the angle made between DAB 60 degree. So this total angle is 60 degree, here 30 and here 30. Whereas the angle made by AJ and AC, so this angle is 45 degree, because we all know in this square this has to be 90. Okay, so this angle is 45 degree and this angle is 30 degree. Okay, so in case if we construct this triangle AGD and this triangle of AJ, and you can take it as O here. So if we investigate, you can have a scale for isometric length. Okay, so you can investigate how AJ is reduced to AD with the ratio of 0.82. So I hope this video was helpful to understand how to draw the isometric projection of a cube, how to construct this box, and what are the angles involved between the isometric axis in the construction. And you also learned the difference between the isometric view and the isometric projection and the ratio of isometric length and true length. I hope this video was helpful to you. In case if it was useful, so press like button, share, and do not forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.